In the case against Casey Anthony, a new look at recently released evidence reveals a message from Casey's mother, Cindy.
This voicemail was left for an Orange County detective the day after investigators announced that Caylee Anthony might be dead.
We do have big team coverage. Bob Keeling has a look at an exclusive interview coming up on WESH 2, but we start with Amanda Ober and more on Cindy Anthony's voicemail. Amanda?
Yeah, what is noteworthy about this voicemail is we hear Cindy appear to acknowledge that Casey may have harmed little Caylee. Now, Cindy goes on to say to the sergeant, whatever Casey may have done, she did not act alone.
George and Cindy Anthony have consistently pledged their faith in their daughter, Casey, including this morning on CBS's Early Show.
You know, there's some people that just say, well, we should just be done with it. Just, you know, like, go like this and just be done with it. You can't. That's our daughter, you know.
No matter what she may or may not have done?
No matter what, that's still our daughter.
But last July, Cindy Anthony left a voicemail for Sergeant John Allen, the lead detective in the case, in which she appeared to contradict her claims that Casey would never hurt Caylee.
Casey had to have had help no matter what you think the scenario might be. So there are people that know information.
In the almost 4-minute message, Cindy suggests a photo of Caylee may have been taken in the apartment belonging to the mystery nanny, Zenaida Gonzalez, and she asks investigators to look into that. She also chides detectives for not doing enough to find her granddaughter.
I got the feeling yesterday, you know, you guys have already wasted a lot of time trying to point fingers at Casey, but I still appreciate it if you'd help us in the search of finding Caylee.
Now, in other new developments today, the Anthonys have been taken off the agenda for a crime victims conference that was scheduled to be held in Connecticut next month. Now, apparently, the organization sponsoring that conference got several angry emails protesting the Anthonys' participation. Amanda Ober reporting, WESH 2 News.
We continue our big story team coverage right now with Bob Keeling. And Bob, you sat down with Jose Baez for his first in-depth interview since the state made the decision to seek the death penalty. And Baez says there are plenty of things about this case that we still don't know.
That's correct, Martha. You know, we talked to a UCF political scientist in our piece tonight at 11, and he tells us in the eyes of the public he believes most people think Casey is guilty of something. Well, tonight Jose Baez and two other criminal defense lawyers who've become familiar faces in the case against Casey talk about what they believe are 4 areas where there's room to raise reasonable doubt in the eyes of the jury. In his first in-depth interview since prosecutors announced their decision to pursue capital punishment, Baez told us there are still plenty of things the state still does not know.
They don't know who did it. And to prove someone guilty of a crime, you must first prove a crime has been committed, and second, that the accused is the one who committed the crime.
Jose, you gotta be... Prosecutors in October gained a capital murder indictment against Casey Anthony in connection with the death of her daughter, Caylee. Just last week, they announced their intention to ask that Casey be executed if convicted. We'll have more from Baez tonight at 11 in our special report, Why Casey Could Go Free.